Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video here for Orb of the Movements of the Earth, episode 22. Last I mean, we're just here for peak. That's about all I can say. Last episode was fucking incredible. The parallels between Draka and Schmidt going against their previous hard-stuck beliefs and the carriage that they had talked about to completely flipping them on their head, with Draka allowing fate to make a decision for her, and Schmidt going against a decision made by fate. And it was such an incredible episode. The speech Schmidt gave at the beginning of the episode with that OST was fucking so good. I can't gush about last episode of this show enough. So Schmidt flipped over the coin at the end of last episode, and we are now making a plan for Draka to run away and everybody else to basically die and sacrifice themselves for this book to get made. So we're gonna see how this is gonna play out in this episode. Per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, we talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions, so feel free to check out either of those of your own will. Now, without further ado, step straight into Orb of the Movements of the Earth, episode 22. It is so sad to think this is coming to an end soon. Oh, this is all their weapons and shit for them to make a last stand fight. And yeah, I love how last episode the white tipped hair guy asked Schmidt, "Is that an order?" And he said yes, like for them to help Draka escape. He said yes, and he was like, "All right." And had no other he didn't question him or anything. He was all ready to go. Mm-hmm. May not have meant that much. Over here, because at some moment, you two felt something like that from Yolenta and this organization. God, this is so good. This is so good. Fuck me. Oh yeah, full version of this OP came out. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. The last chorus is one of the most heavenly things I've ever heard. It's so good. I've listened to it so many times now. Was he willing to do any? Oh, so he thinks they might just blow themselves up or something. Morning will come as it always does. This time I mean it. I mean, it's the most wonderful moment a person can experience. That you get to wake up and see another day, that you've been graced to live and see the sunrise again another day. Here they are. Damn, they brought so many of them. Are they moving behind the barn? Oh, they've got like a whole war formation set up. God damn! That's crazy. So no arrows can hit them. Yeah, this dude's freaking out so badly, he's not letting Novak plan at all. Oh, yep, now Schmidt and Draka are trying to run away. Woo! Slit their throats quick. The animation. Ooh, did Novak possibly see what Draka was wearing? Like the pink? The animation is looking really good this episode. And take only the horses, and that's why Schmidt went with her as well. Yes, dude's too scared to go do anything. Off they go to chase Draka and Schmidt. Is Schmidt gonna turn around to fight him? To carry out a decision I made. I simply... But he recently disobeyed that destiny. I'm afraid for the first time. Yep, he's gonna fall back and fight him off. Ooh! Little throwing knife there. He's charging them head on. Oh! That could seriously injure Novak given how old he is. And we know Schmidt can fucking fight. My faith is wavering. That's crazy how when he's possibly going to die here, his faith is wavering in the fate and everything like that. There's no more. For my own selfish reasons. Yep, and Schmidt easily handled that. We know this dude has insane combat experience, clearly. Oh, fuck. This guy that he's... Damn, the throwing knife didn't take him out. Oh my god. Yeah, Schmidt's cooked, dude. Fuck. I mean, oh my, yep, there he goes. Fuck. I mean, I should have seen it coming. It was gonna happen. But oh my god. Damn, and he dies when his faith is wavering. A believer in heliocentrism deserves. Fuck, would you be saying that if you knew what happened to your daughter just a little bit ago? In this, like, I don't know if it's the same night, but recently. It's the fate I chose. What a fucking finishing line. What a finishing line. God. If that is not the culmination of his character, fuck me. Oh my god, that's so good. Holy shit. I can't even, I'm like, it's hard to mourn his death because that line is so good in terms of character development. It's the fate he chose. He did not let fate be decided for him. He decided his own fate on his deathbed. Fuck, I love it. Damn, did he take like a really bad injury to the head? Hello, Draka looking very serious. Fucking Anthony here. Draka went to Anthony. Because then again, as we learn, Anthony only cares about status and money and all that. The higher he can rise, the better for him. Crazy that she ends up meeting with him. The future, something profitable. I love how he just... I mean, I hate Anthony. He's a fucking terrible person. Terrible. Well, the fact that he's just willing to listen to Draka and all the above. Is this Novak? Yeah. I mean, he is really old. A small, like, wound like that to the head probably would do some pretty serious damage. At least he like, probably fell off his horse and cut his head when he fell off and, like, maybe gave him a concussion or something like that. He's not even gonna take the horse? He's just... Oh, okay. Oh, he's gonna try to follow Draka now, isn't he? Damn, what a bloody battlefield here. I wonder what happened with everybody else. Personal property ownership spreads. I think books will sell well. Starving for stimulation. Mm-hmm. The profits could be immense. There comes the difficult part. Or a certain hypothesis about nature, you could say. Even so, I have more to say. Chills, dude. Of a historical precedent for heliocentrism being suppressed. Damn, she's gonna try and change Anthony's mind here, like a historical precedent for heliocentrism being suppressed because the church doesn't want, like, it's the fact that it keeps coming back. At some point you gotta think of the possibility of it being correct, because it just keeps coming back despite being suppressed over and over and over and over again. It keeps coming back. My father sentenced many people to death for heliocentrism in the past. I've never heard of it being suppressed elsewhere. Whoa! And everyone avoids it out of fear. That's very interesting for Anthony to be like, wait, It's not suppressed anywhere but here where the church orthodoxy is. She wrapping it back around to the profitability part. Could change the discretion of whoever is in power at the time. Yes. I'll cut you off with no second thoughts. Damn. So he's agreeing with it. The profit ratio, yeah. Yeah, he's definitely not gonna agree to that. 80-20. Damn. She gonna accept that? The fact that this is looped back around to Antony, who we fucking hate being the guy who is gonna help publish heliocentrism at the end of the day, is nuts. There's a letter I'd like to send. Hello. Where I can get a stiff drink. Ooh. Fucking Antony. The one from all the way back then. Damn, it's crazy that Novak has zero idea that Antony is the one who made him lose his position. Damn, it's kind of tough seeing Novak like this, dude. And... yeah, we're kind of working together here. What is your understanding of the problem with heliocentrism? Quite vague, wouldn't you say? You should learn for yourself whether such steps. That, Antony, this is fucking nuts coming from you, dude, because you literally tortured his fucking daughter and were going to kill her just to get him out of his position. That you and you're fucking grandstanding out here. Okay. I feel like Novak for a long time has maybe known that heliocentrism is possibly correct, but he's just, it's done so much to him and the people he's communicated with and the heretics and all. It's just kind of fucked him up to the point where he just thinks of it as the worst thing ever. The rule is firmly established, it cannot be moved. One hypothesis among many. Is our work as theologian. So maybe he's just trying to get Novak off their asses, but it just sounds like he's totally on the side that we've been on the entire fucking show. But I guess really, I mean, Antony's a very cutthroat, seemingly logical dude. He took all those steps to get rid of Novak. As fucking scummy and terrible as it is, he was gonna make Yolenta a scapegoat to fucking get rid of her. Anyway, he was going to make Yolenta the scapegoat, which he still did. He still made Novak think that they had killed Yolenta, even if they hadn't. But, oh yeah, even as scummy as it is, Antony has always been a very seemingly logical thinker. And so he just kind of thought about it for a second, and maybe he's just like, oh yeah, heliocentrism, I mean, is it really blasphemy? It took him all but 2 seconds to really clock that in his head. Just for them to better understand the Holy Scripture. It's like, oh man, he can't even Novak can't, because it's like, thinking about it logically, heliocentrism is what killed his daughter, and so he's gonna take any way he can to justify it as a negative thing. Like before, he had justified it as trying to believe in heliocentrism and trying to get it published will just lead to heretics getting killed, and then it killed his own killed his own daughter, which it actually did end up leading to his own daughter's death, and so he had to justify in his head that it's this horribly negative thing. Reveals God's glory, talking about the sun being at the center of the universe. He once studied astronomy too. Is the story going something like this? Had the misfortune of serving under him. The myth that heliocentrism was a forbidden topic. It was contracted out. Tsar Scandal was not a crusade to protect the church or the faithful. It was merely a misunderstanding created by a... Wait. If that is true, I don't know if Anthony's just talking out of his ass here, but if that is true, holy fuck. That's nuts if that's true, and it's actually not like a taboo topic at all, and it maybe never has been, but it just like the rumor got out that it was from this one incident. Scholars researching heliocentrism had the misfortune of serving under him and were labeled heretics because of this one person's strict view on heliocentrism. And so because they were branded as heretics by this one guy who had a strict view on cosmology, it then began to flood to everybody that cosmology is something that heliocentrism is something to be avoided, and it's a horribly taboo tactic or topic. Oh my god, that means like everybody so far has died for a topic that was never, if this story that he's saying here is true, he's just hypothesizing possibly what happened, but if this is true, everybody has died for something that was never meant to be taboo in the first place. This could literally rock Novak's world, basically be like, you've been fighting for what you believe is like protecting the religion or something like that, but it never actually was. How can you pass this off? His own daughter. Damn, he's like, how can you pass this off as a misunderstanding? Like, he can't even possibly fathom the idea that all these people that he has killed trying to protect this ideology all this time was just built off of some misunderstanding that occurred a long time ago. And the fact that he has them all remembered by name, that is how big of an impact they had on him. Hubert, Rafal, Badeni, O, and his own daughter. None of the executions were made public more than 25 years ago. Were filed away as confidential. What? Oh my god. Like, the possible implications of what Anthony is saying right now is fucking insane. That Novak is, oh my god. He thought he was fighting for a noble cause, that like heliocentrism was like the devil's work and all the above, and he thought he was like bringing these, oh my god, that's not, if he's not just spouting out of his ass to get Novak off of our ass, then I mean, this is nuts. By tomorrow morning, they'll all be gone. Was I really the only one? That can't be right. I think he has to be formulating this story to get Novak off our ass, right? He has to be. Because literally earlier, Anthony was talking about the risks of like making this book public. Like, he was talking about the huge risk he was taking for doing so. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence here. Who actually suppressed heliocentrism was me. That's what we call fate. Holy shit. Neither of you will be known to history. That really just makes it, oh my god. I cannot tell And it's really bothering me if Antony is doing this to get Novak off our ass, or if this is genuinely what happened. I cannot tell. Antony is so smart, and so he's really good at like working these conversations, and I can't, it's bugging me. I can't tell. Because right before Novak showed up, Antony was like making Draka do an 80-20 split because of the dangers he was taking of trying to publish this book. Which makes it immediately sound like his conversation he has with Novak was just a conversation to manipulate him so he would leave us alone and let us publish this book. I don't know. I actually can't tell. But that's the end of the episode. I guess I'll have to wait next week to figure it out. Maybe it's blatantly obvious and I'm overthinking it. I'm not going to say that's not impossible, but at least from where I'm standing, it really feels like it could be either or. Because, like, the implications if Novak has just been, like, the only one pursuing it this entire time, led astray by one man's strict teachings that kind of became this myth that heliocentrism was a bad thing when it never actually was. Implications of the people he's taken out and branded as heretics for that, what led to his own daughter's death. I mean, that's just fucking brutal. Good ass. I mean, seriously, this show cannot drop a miss. The only thing about this one is that I'm a little on the fence about whether it's, like I said, which one it is. I am unsure at the moment. I'm sure we'll get a full revelation next episode. Maybe if Novak leaves, Antony will explain that was all lies and that heliocentrism is actually genuinely banned or prosecuted. But even during his conversation he was having with Draka before Novak showed up, and he himself even starts thinking like whoever's at power at the time could be the one to decide whether heliocentrism is bad or not. And so and he started thinking, if the winds shift against us, I'll cut you off with I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't. I feel like maybe partly what he's telling Novak is the truth, but also I feel like there's no way Novak is the only one pursuing the heliocentrism heretics, because there's probably so many of them. There's no way, absolutely no way it is just Novak doing so. But the fact that Antony was able to like be flipped so quickly, I don't know. I have a lot of questions that I feel like they're going over my head or they're going to be answered next episode. We'll figure it out as we continue. Nonetheless, 3 episodes left. That's crazy. I hope you guys are ready to see how this story is going to conclude here. But I think it is going to wrap it up from my reaction to Orb on the Movements of the Earth, episode 22. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.